we had the game earlier today where they played Tiny Weaver, and I really liked that, but then they ended their draft with a Drow, and it slowed them down so much. This is still some very nice tempo here with the Mirana. They can play very quick. A slightly worse game for Brood, but a much better game for Brew. That might be what they're thinking. That they want to give Mind Control a better game, and then Matumba can come back. Because he will definitely be getting less in this top lane than he would in this.
Silence coming towards the mid lane. Tiny's going top.
Wait, they're actually switching now?
Yeah, they're switching. They're switching real early, and I get to miss first blood.
Yeah, they're tri-laning bottom right now. So
I always want to fly false. That's with 17 intelligence. That seems a little too high. It should be a lot dumber than that.
Well, if Tiny has 0 agility and can still walk.
Claps up. That's level 2 on him, combining with the Fire Blaster and the Ignite. No fear. Oh, he thought he had it, but damn, Mind Control. Just starts letting go on bottom lane. Perfect Bramble. GH able to connect onto Always Wanna Fly. And in the Cursed Crown, so they're using both of the stuns already. Vengeful Spirit. Nongrata cannot help him. Threw the arrow out, and after then, there was really no intimidation factor from the Mirana.
Maybe we should just stop casting. Just let the music.
Yeah.
Just let the music play. Music
makes the Dota run away from you.
Bounty runes. That's 2 per, I think. Yep.
Yep. Unless GH is going to go for more, and yeah, he is. The Brambles are right, and like Always Wanna Fly, he's going to clip it. Oh, and Courier, yeah. Courier doesn't want to be there. And GH could actually win this. He'll take the hit, but he's got Fairy Fire, and he's still got the Shadow Realm available. So he's waiting as long as he possibly can. Now Fairy Fires into the Shadow Realm. Full charge, and support coming in from Nongrata. And it's actually Always Wanna Fly finding the kill. While that happened too, Mind Control died up on the north side. Kuro trying to find a little bit of revenge, beating into No Fear. Able to do so, but this is the perfect scenario for the Spec. Able to get solo experience around for 2 of them. Unless Mind Control can get some rebuttal, but that won't happen. No. He's gotten a couple, but he's also just had free reign of the mid lane. Hit level 7 already. Matumba has hit 8.5.
Oh, bottom lane. Always Wanna Fly is toast.
You're doing a sound check. Spectral Haunt looking for a rebuttal. Miracle is the main man. He's not level 6 yet. That's why there's such a great time to bring in Silent. Couple of skeletons chasing down Nongrata. They can farm them up for nothing, really.
And in addition to that, they have very active supports in the Nature's Prophet and Venge. So just from a drafting perspective, I love what we're seeing here from them. And if they can keep this early game up with this little of a deficit, this can turn into a great Spectre game, and we could see an upset.
He's going to need to come up top right now. Silence under attack, and there's more support arriving. The Bramble from GH. The rotation is right in the money, and Spec has no way out of it. And with the Brewmaster split, they have the extra control. Tiny will cancel his TP, but because of this, Always Wanna Fly is dead. They just turned around Team Liquid, realizing the support is not coming, and Vengeful Spirit will be the double kill for Mind Control.
Jinxed it real good.
Especially once they can start going for more plays with the Brood too. Like, Diffuser Blade is coming real quick.
It's bounty run time
for the Brood Mother. And you're right, 10-minute time. Iceberg's actually going to rotation with Smoke. Always Want to Fly an Iceberg coming north. But the rotation already came from Liquid. Silence the one attacked. He's got 21 charges available, so he can survive this. No Fear TP's in. Almost a distraction. Now allow Iceberg to get the double avalanche. Looking for the toss. One more hit with the tree toss will kill off Mind Control. And they turn their attention over towards Kuro. Heavy rotations. Perfect Sprout block. Turns for a stun. But 2 hero kills. GH will actually grab 1. And potentially the second, yeah, he'll actually reach the second bounty rune. Let's Always Want to Fly hits the stun. Even then, GH will get both of them.
It's still an okay outcome for them, but Liquid don't really lose much by way of getting those bounties.
Prophet's going to TP down towards bottom lane. I think they want to try and break that Ankh. And Miracle does level up. Silent will arrive. So they'll have to kill him twice over. Arrow, it doesn't connect at the right time.
Skeleton.
Skeletons came up at the perfect time to block it. And now Miracle turns some good damage into Silent, but it will not be enough. Miracle will die. Brings a lot of resources to do it, and while they're all down on bottom lane, Iceberg gets hunted down by the fresh Diffusal. It's an 11-minute Diffusal Blade on Matumbaman.
Matumba's so farmed. He has 10 CS per minute.
Like, he just doesn't have anything to work with. He can't swap out to safety.
They need to give Venge a lane. They can't keep being this underleveled on that hero. It's not very useful.
It's like they're trying to set up for a bottom lane fight, but Always Want to Fly walks underneath the Observer Ward. Very easy detection and kill off, and then just rotate into the next hero kill. Kuro will take the stun of the arrow from Nongrata, but it's Matumbaman with a double kill. And Nongrata has just to leap away and get some distance.
bring him down.
But instead, they're trying to do this, get him behind the lines, attack into the tier 1 tower. But because the webs are already covering all the way towards the mid, Matumba just brings his army through the rear, and Nofi has no way to really survive this. He can't TP out in time. Iceberg will go down as well. And Team Liquid are all over Winstrike like a hot rash.
No, I did not see that until now.
He's switching off the Vanguard. And it's just a never-ending battle for hill dominance.
The thing I'm worried about here is if he goes Radiance on Spectre, he's just going to get Cyclone by Brew.
Non-Grata. So much damage so quickly with the Terrorize. He can't even react with the leap. All the one charges. And we're just waiting for the right time.
If you don't shove this Brood out or have a lineup that can force Liquid to defend, which they don't seem to be able to do at all, gotta take the fight, man. Like, it doesn't get easier.
Oh, the fight's coming. Miracle, blink forward. Leap does not disjoin that Hellfire Blast. They terrorize to ensure Non-Grata again cannot react. GH is being so liberal with such a long cooldown ability. But it doesn't matter as long as they get the kill. They then take the objective directly after. Matumba is so down. He's almost finishing his AC.
Yep. What's his GPM at? 650.
Yeah. Always want to fly is in trouble. Iceberg just can't help. He's trying to go into a Shadow Blade. So at least maybe he can find some initiation, but... Yep.
Down goes Big Stone Boy, and I ain't talking about Tiny. It's the other guy. The bigger guy.
Is Roshan actually made of stone? I do not know the lore on him.
I do not know much lore in general. Liquid have two choices now. They can try to fight this top tower and defend it, or they can just be like, we don't care, and just go high ground.
They're doing both.
I don't know about that one, though.
Okay, GH and Mind Control looked like they were heading north, but it's bottom lane. There are so many skeletons, and they all move towards the Hellfire Blasted target, and it's Spec. He gets swapped back out again. Silent burns a little bit, but look at the army. It moves forward, takes so much damage thanks to actually the Starfall and the Avalanche. VS will die, but a very quick buyback. Now Iceberg can try and go for these kills. Tosses the Ogre around. Finds that pick off. No tier 3 towers lost. And this incursion from Team Liquid is at least repelled for now.
Now you imagine that fight with a Brewmaster. They just didn't have him. Both Brewmaster and Willow were on the other side of the map. It looked like Liquid were trying, like you said, to pull two plays at the same time. But now they're together, and they might just go in anyway with a dead Ogre.
Miracle, there's your jump forward, right on top of Non-Grata, and they just crit him down. Matumba will take that kill, but they also get the lockdown thanks to the Bramble Major onto Spec. So Silent is gone, always want to fly under control, and the Brewmaster Chaos is created. It just keeps everyone under control underneath the tier 4 towers. Prophet was able to TP back out again, but one by one, Iceberg, he tries to come in for something more, able to kill up the Dark Willow, but they just can't fight this.
Oh my god, the damage. AC Medallion and then the crit from Brewmaster and Wraith King, I think that was at the same time.
Yeah, they're back again. Matumba's just like, more.
He has Aegis, so can play a little bit.
Oh. Hellfire, leap.
Yep.
And Matumba, after no fear. This is dumb. This is dusted. We're 22 minutes in, but this game is over. There's no way that Liquid even need to leave the base of Winstrike. The second someone comes in range, he just becomes another kill. He becomes an extra padding for fantasy points. And they still can't even break the reincarnation of the Wraith King. He'll be ready to turn around and steal some life in just a second. Whoop, nope, there goes the reincarnation. But always want to fly. And the Hellfire Blast up to Non-Grata. GG. GG indeed. It's a good day to have Miracle on your team. 20.7 fantasy points just for this one game.
Nice.
I love it. I love it. It's not like we're all about the fantasy points, but we're all about the fantasy points. That's real solid for Liquid. And their answer. Okay. He was one of the 12 or 13 heroes that hadn't been played yet.
They just picked two heroes that haven't been played LTI yet.
Get the Breathe Fire off. Iceberg does no damage at this. Well, not no damage, just very minimal damage to Miracle. And then he has to steal the Arcane Rune.
Wait, he's maxing Astral Imprisonment? I don't know, man. I don't know if that's the approach to this lane. Oh.
BS.
That's a kill.
Yeah, Troll Trap, and it was Penitence again, exactly the same combination. This time, though, it was successful.
But in this case, he is going 0-2-2, so perhaps you just can't sustain mana anymore with this build. I feel like you could, though. With let's say you go 2-1-3, for example.
They're looking to kill off GH. He's just going to Illuminate spam, try and help out Matubman to find the kills. Aegis Prophet was actually looking for the jump to start with, but Matubman's taking way too much damage from the searing arrows of Silent.
Really nice stutter stepping from Silent. That was beautiful. It's one thing to strafe and just hit heroes, right? That was 3 runes, I think, for Winstrike. Yep. They're looking good in this early game. This is the first game I've seen of Winstrike where they're clearly ahead minute 5 on net worth.
Might have some trouble though. Iceberg just uses Imprisonment aggressively against Miracle. They've got Dragon Tail plus the dual breath, but they don't have the range available. Hellfire Blast comes off cooldown in 1 second time, but Always Wanna Fly does his own rotation in, so Miracle, he wonders exactly what he wants from this. Night Stalker's TP'd over too, so now Liquid, they don't have the numbers. And Matumba, they'll slow him down with the Void. Up the hill, the attack will not miss, so Iceberg will claim that one, turning their attention now over towards Miracle. And are both the cores of Team Liquid going to die within the span of like 30 seconds underneath their own Tier 1 tower? Answer is definitely yes. Imprisonment will finish the job.
This is a huge kill, because Miracle tried to stun the Venge and TP out. He tried to be cheeky there, but level 1 stun doesn't last long enough for that play to be possible with the turn rates included. And Winstrike are just dominating them right now. Like, this is...
Yeah, they're everywhere.
This is very refreshing to see. They are just pressuring all the lanes. I dare say we might have a much more interesting game on our hands this time.
Fantastic vision work as well from Winstrike. That Observe Ward they left behind the mid lane saw Kuro's gank attempt onto Iceberg, so Kuro just wasted a good 30 seconds just sitting in the mid lane, hoping for an opportunity. And Keeper of the Light, what the hell happened to him? Silent now becomes another target, but Tubman goes after him, doesn't have the extra life. Iceberg does die in the mid lane eventually. Always Wanna Fly rotation, he cannot reach it. So as far as missing kills, we're looking good.
Killing this OD is the biggest kill on the whole map, because they bring Miracle back in the game this way. Chen has some more meaningful to go now. He wants to get new creeps and get ready to push the mid tower, or maybe he's just looking for a bit of XP. Yeah, he has this creeps. Oh, bottom lane, Matumba's dead.
Yeah.
Dude, did you see the Caudle die to Clinks?
I did not.
Caudle has 2 armor and 600 health. He literally got killed by 2 searing arrows from 3/4 health or something.
I think My Control might be dead as well. Non-Gratis has got one more hit. Would have done the job. And My Control didn't even TP back to base. He TP'd out to the shrine. He doesn't want to slow down his progression. Kuro's ready to go again on mid. They just keep waiting for Iceberg to use Astral Imprisonment and then come forward. Troll Trap, 1 stomp, 2 stomp. Dragon Tail stun, they'll use that instead, and the Illuminate from GH clipping into Always Wanna Fly. Kuro's positioning of the Centaur saw so much of this coming, but he did not see Silent, who could now actually use that Death Pact in the middle of this fight to gain that little bit of extra strength to now turn around. My Control does not have Enrage available, and no fear, Sprout is up. He needs 1 quick control. Now Sprout Miracle, they'll stun Mind Control. It's a little bit of targeting at least, but with the negative armor hitting, Mind Control and Miracle do not want to hang around. They've got the Centaur with the stun available.
A Sprout up that doesn't surround him, but rather blocks his path. The classic behind the hero Sprout. That could have been a kill, but Miracle cool under pressure as always.
Can't believe the fact that Matuma still doesn't have level 6, but Silent. Sentry Ward gets planted down, no way to really hide. Wrath of Nature bounces through, but with the Illuminant, they have the damage. It's Miracle who claims the kill. Much needed money, they'll finish up his treads.
TP in the Furion behind to get a Sprout that the Clinks can hit in something like this. But Liquid were playing it fast, and Winstrike were not set up.
Prophet jumping in behind the lines. They want to stop GH.
Oh, he did. Fantastic
Combination when you got them together. Prophet can TP in, Sprout get the vision on the Keeper of the Light, who loves to play from the tree lines and just go full defensive. Mid lane Always Wanna Fly. Miracle started up, but now OD comes into the fight. You can swap him back in. Kuro's nearby, trying to send Miracle all the way home. They have the damage dropping. That Sandy's Eclipse to find the kill. And Kuro will have to use his Centaur to create some more space to survive. And none of these cores can really do much. I wonder if we... Oh, okay, they're actually going to 3-man smoke up and kill off Matumba. If their timing is right, Winstrike just need to wrap around the high side, which is exactly what they do. They walk the right angle, and Iceberg, 4 stars forward into the imprisonment. Now surround him. GH's blast will be able to connect onto 4 heroes, and they look to turn around. Remember, he's got the reincarnation with the breathe fire and the Illumina. Did a lot of damage, and they swap them down. Always want to fly wants to stay in the fight, but Tumble will go down. Another Illumina connects, and the Chen army wrapping around from behind. Winstrike. They thought they were in power, but they were blinded by the light. What is he up to? He's bouncing around with Hunter and the Knight around Roshan. He can't do anything more about it.
Ursay just...
Oh, mind control. Has a blink dagger up. Very willing to fight. We come down.
Connect the dots.
Okay. There we go.
Play connect the dots. That's...
I'm playing connect the dots.
This is...
But then you got a random dot, but it's the one that's going to time out.
It's a beak.
It's a beak. Okay. Welcome to the bird strat. Night Stalker going to get killed off. Miracle there.
Speaking of birds, he gets his wings clipped, and now it's daytime. So, questionable at the best.
There's the they are fighting here. We need to push here, and we control that.
Caudle will take care of top. See a creep wave.
Until Nature's Prophet wants a TP in behind him. But no, he'll go down towards bottom lane. Sprouts up over on Miracle. Support TP's in the form of Nograna. Iceberg came in through the shrine. So they focus on the DK. Spirit Vessel is up. So DK just doesn't have that sustain, that innately tanky sustain you were looking for. And they turn their attention towards Matumberman. Swap him out of the trees, out of all kind of movement. And 2 heroes from Liquid picked off, feeling like they had the space.
Yep. With this BKB on Iceberg, I think you just... Either Winstrike have 2 options. They either try to take the fight right now with this peak, or they delay and wait for Clinks to get his 2, and then they look for a really big fight. But knowing Winstrike, I think they want to go for it.
They're going after Matumberman. Searing arrows. The timing is a little bit off from Iceberg. Support will be able to arrive from GH. Blinding Light? No. His ulti's on cooldown for the moment, and that's why Nongrata is thinking of diving in deeper. The timing was great. It was 10 seconds. Yeah, it was just before the reincarnation would come off cooldown. This is a second Roshan that's going to go the way of Team Liquid.
And they timed it right after Darkness.
Yeah.
This is 100% planned. And this is what I mean. This will happen again this game, that Night Stalker will use Darkness, Liquid will wait it out.
And Prophets on bottom lane. Welcome to the split push. Once again, continuing.
And even though they died on Venge, they do get the tower. It does get denied by Kuro, but it's another opening into the map for Nature's Prophet to work with. Mid lane.
Iceberg's loving this. I don't think he's loving the unit he just imprisoned, but then support in from behind.
Oh,
Silent with the double damage room, but the Bash is there in control. Silent, they forced up him up, but Miracle will still find the hit in. Kuro chasing down after Nongrata. Mind control, thought he went into the tree lines. Won't happen. Penitence as Nongrata goes through the small alley. But Matumba and Miracle, they're focusing on a bigger target.
And Wraith King just can't really deal with this Clinks because you just strafe and hit him and he can't stun you. You're going to dodge that Wraithfire Blast, so...
Looking for a target. Smoke. Get a break.
On
Mind control. Walking directly over, but mind control so quick on the blink. He actually jumps up. They're going to use the Chen creep to allow him to fight. Vengeful Spirit throws himself in the line of fire, and everyone else has arrived on top of the shrine. The TP's in from Team Liquid. They're focusing down onto Iceberg. Hey, at least his BKB is up and running. Night Stalker pushed back up in with the mana leak. Cannot outrun this. Over the hill. Doesn't get far away. Mind control's blink is already back off cooldown. Winstrike are probably counting their lucky stars. It was only their Night Stalker and their VS to die.
Just got to be that little bit extra crisp, and now comes the high ground push. Liquid have their timing. They know Darkness was used, so 50 seconds with a really weak Night Stalker.
Fortification will probably slow them down. Blinding Line, Mind Control wasn't really ready for that. In fact, he wanted to try and fight. Has to munch on his cheese. Always Want to Fly. Swaps him in. Mind Control just burns the BKB and then kills off Always Want to Fly. Down without buyback available. Miracle will slow him up. The banishment is there. Remember, the side lanes are still pushing in. That's the way Winstrike anticipated this. So Liquid will feel that pressure and will have to go back. I love the attack from Miracle.
This is a big gain, though.
I don't know if they can actually take Roshan.
That's a shard on this, too.
Radiant is scanning, and I think it actually pinged out. Okay, well, Winstrike. Yeah, 33-12. Roshan, yeah, he should be up by now, boys. But let me tell you, he's gone.
You're right, but what are you going to do about it?
Always going to fly us on the run.
Oh, this could be interesting, though. If they see the recall and they stop him at... Oh, this is trouble. He has to BKB. Sprout.
Yeah, Miracle trying to get out of here. In fact, he's just battling up against Nongrado, who can tank through a lot of this, and they brought the dust available. GH, how quick did he come? Bringing in the friends. You had the Lotus Orb protecting, but not enough. And the Clink's mind control comes in with the Abyssal Blade, catching Silent by surprise.
So what I thought was the plan there from Winstrike that I would have really liked was I thought they were going to start a fight on the opposite side of the map, and Liquid will rely on recalling their Dragon Knight in. So if they could have started that fight, and Klinks just hits the Dragon Knight once, and then TP's away.
Oh, Iceberg going in with Always Want to Fly, but the bash is from mind control. The swap up, then he has to defensively imprison. Prophet wants to come and join this fight. I don't think he actually really wants to. That Chen army is already there to give the control. Kura will lose his life for it. VS has to buy it back, and no fear. Forstaff into the TP out. GH can't Forstaff the right direction. The mind control's blink was on cooldown. Time is being wasted. The on top lane, not by miracle. Attacking to the tier 3 tower. The damage output is ridiculously good, around 300, not including crit. And then now beats in towards the buildings. Always Want to Fly has no swap available, and Klinks doesn't really feel like he's got the distance yet. Oh wow, he actually found another one. He found No Fear. Sure. Bottom lane, why not? But the top lane's where it's all about. Miracle is just ripping through Winstrike. They just don't have the power to withstand this. As in they go, mind control, pushing Silent back out again. That's the game. GG, well played. Team Liquid will follow in the footsteps of EG and 2-0 Winstrike.
That was a much better game. And it definitely felt like a game that Winstrike were in range of.
Yeah.
Which is refreshing to see because they've had a couple of pretty crushing losses. But this one, they played more aggressive, they drafted better lanes.
Yeah.